Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Divine Libra Wisdom. I'm back again to do the elemental readings for the collective of elemental signs or elementals, the elements rather. So that means earth, air, water, fire signs. And obviously this is earth signs. Before I get started, I just want to get a few things out of the way. That is, like the video, especially if you enjoy it as well. I know I'm saying that beforehand, but I like to say it before and after. But yeah, like the video, share the video, especially if you think that someone may find this video beneficial after you, again, have finished listening all the way through. And comment, let me know down in the comments if the reading resonates, and let me know how it resonates for you if you feel comfortable to do so. It's usually kind of loud sometimes in the background, so if you hear any noise, hopefully I can keep that to a minimum. But if it does get loud, I will stop speaking and just kind of allow for the background noise to subside. It's also raining where I am right now, so I don't know if you can hear that or not. But yeah, just in case it gets kind of loud, that's, it happens. And I'll try my best to, keep the noise to a minimum. I am working on a Patreon coming soon to offer exclusive readings and, make a way for people to request certain readings that they would like to see. As I, do this more and get out on the algorithm and stuff, and as people find me, I will, have that coming soon. If you need to contact me, you like the way I read, and you want a personal reading of your own, I will, my email is down in the description box below, and you can send me an email and figure out how to go about getting one. And I am very reasonable with that, so, pricing wise. So yeah, we'll go from there. And if someone reaches out to you personally, or, if someone reaches out to you directly, I don't contact people like most people who do this say. It's the same for me. I do not reach out personally to people. They have to contact me. So if there's someone that is using my likeness, or and when I say likeness, I mean my voice, or posing as me, that is not me, because I do not contact people directly for readings. They have to come to me, and they have to go through my email to do so. So yeah. And the cards that I use, the decks that I use rather, will be in the description box below, as always. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the top row, and then we're going to go to the oracle cards on the bottom row. Okay. All right. So starting off, we have the Star. And also, let me mention with this fairy tarot deck, it's a little different. The minor suit or whatever, a minor arcana in this deck is Spring for Wands. I'm sorry, Wands. Usually, our Wands represents spring. Summer is cups, winter is swords, and autumn is coins. Okay. So I will refer back to that, just, so we can sort of keep on track and, know the deeper meaning of these cards here. But anyway, the Star is a part of the major arcana though, and it is still the same in this deck. Okay, so it says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So with the star card and how it, um, sorry, I just lost my train of thought for a second there. Excuse me. How it relates in this sense is that it could be that earth signs could be going through sort of like a hopelessness in a way, or this could have been energy that you've experienced previously to watching this video currently. But yeah, you could be earth signs could be coming out of that energy, I'm feeling, because it says towards the end, it says happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So yeah, I really feel like earth signs could have gone through, some challenging times, or you could just be coming out of that challenging time currently, or something could have happened, and it sort of like knocked you off kilter in a way, like a tower moment. Maybe you had a tower moment. So even though that card is not out here, that could have been something that you experienced though. And also with the star, whenever I see the star card, it always makes me think of like shining brightly, like not being afraid to allow yourself to shine, if that makes sense, so yeah, just allow yourself to, like, don't put up false pretenses. Also, don't be shy about, only with people you trust. Like, say, if you need to reach out for help to someone, for the hard times that you're going through, don't be afraid to ask for that help, if that makes sense, And I'm mentioning this, and that message came out in the air signs elemental reading. So some of you may be called to go look at that reading, because I think I also mentioned earth signs, in particular Virgos, in the air sign reading. So yeah, if you feel compelled to go and look at that, or you felt drawn to it, definitely go and check that out, because there could be a message in there for you. Okay. But yeah, whenever I see the star, it just makes me think of, shedding your mask, being put on Front Street in a way. But it's sort of like, not being afraid to speak your mind, and, it's the star for a reason. The star, So yeah, we are all the stars of our lives, pretty much, because, we write our own stories in a way. We are responsible for how we portray ourselves to our circles, to the public, or whatever. So, definitely don't be afraid of that. But continuing with this card, I'm really focused on the words hope and optimism, because I know, when it seems like things keep hitting us from all sides, like it's something after, it's something every single time you turn around. Like it feels like it will never stop. And, in those times, we can sort of get down and out. We can feel defeated. We can, blame everything else, and, just sort of have like this defeatist attitude about everything, a negative outlook on things. And, there's a need to sort of like overcome that, and not necessarily focus on the negative of what is happening, but try to see a way through that. Try to, because everything, like these hard, our obstacles, hard times, there's always a way to overcome. You know what I mean? Our troubles don't last always. So, you have to not allow, even though it is hard, and yes, I would say give yourself like a day or two to really, feel the pain, or, feel the anger that comes with having to deal with BS. That's the best way I can put it in my terms. Give yourself those days, and then try to come up with a plan, try to move forward, and not allow it to keep you stuck, not allow it to get you to the point where you don't, want to do anything, where you don't have any hope, you don't have any optimism in anything, because it can definitely take a toll on you. I do know that, but at the same time, you cannot let, you can't just let, you can't let it keep you down. Because if you do, then you'll never do anything. You'll never progress. And we want to keep moving. We want to keep getting in our bag. You know what I mean? So yeah, moving forward, Queen of Winter. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that you should be seeing and following along with the picture or picture on your screen. So everything that I'm saying, you should be able to see. Okay? All right. So yeah, Queen of Winter is a strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. I think in the last, in the air sign reading, it mentioned laughter. I think that was one of the oracle cards on the bottom, which was laughter, I believe. So yeah, with this Queen of Winter card, you may need to see the good in a situation, or at least if it's not necessarily good, the humor in the situation, and just, or try to, in a way of like self-soothing, of not taking everything too personally and seriously. Allow yourself to laugh. Do something that, is fun for you. Watch something that you liked on, I find that watching some of my favorite comedy shows, or like, sitcoms, that usually helps me when I'm in sort of like a bad mood or anything like that. It sort of gets me to a place where, I feel lighthearted, and I can laugh and, get to a better state of mind to where I can make plans, to move forward, or overcome whatever obstacles sitting in my way. Okay. But anyway, it says, the card itself says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So yeah, and for Queen of Winter, Winter again represents swords. So swords are air signs. So yeah, and that's funny so definitely, I really feel strongly that earth signs should, whoever feels compelled to, like, I'm not telling you to, telling you what to do, but, if you have air placements in your zodiac, birth chart, then, definitely, take a look at the, air sign reading. So yeah, it can definitely have some good nuggets of, words of encouragement that you might need to hear. Okay. Or I'm also getting with this Queen of Winter card too, where it mentioned unmarried or divorced individuals. The challenging times could be that you're going through a phase of separation, or perhaps even divorce, and you're sort of trying to figure out your life. What's next, what you're going to do, that sort of thing. Because, when two people are married, their whole life is sort of like wrapped into, one, and so, when you separate from a person, or you divorce, you're trying to pick up the pieces, or trying to regain some, some sense of normalcy, after having followed a certain routine for like years, so that could be the challenging time that some of you are facing right now. But yeah, it'll get better. So moving along, Six of Autumn. It says the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. So with this, Six of Autumn, and Autumn represents coins. Yeah, you know, you could, like just like it says, you could experience being given some money. Since it mentioned unmarried or divorced individuals, perhaps you could be receiving alimony. Um, um, or you could be um, figuring out how to navigate your new life of being single, um, of being single and being divorced. Maybe you had to find a job, to support yourself, or you had to take out a loan in order to finance, something like moving, or um, um, perhaps even I'm also feeling like vacation. I keep hearing vacation, so maybe after the divorce or separation, you decide to take a trip to clear your mind, and just sort of get back to yourself. However it resonates with you, put it where it fits, and go from there. Or you could be, for others of you who are not single, not divorced, not separated, that type of thing. Maybe you could be receiving this windfall of money to repay a debt. Okay, so let's move along to the bottom row of the oracle cards, and the first one out is Become the True You. I am going to attempt to say the name of this flower, Waratah. I don't know if I said that correctly, but it's on the card, so you can look that up, and just in case you want to have those flowers in your home that are out here right now. And one of my favorite flowers is out here, which is the red rose. I love those, as well as sunflowers. Anyway, so moving on. It says, show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. So it aligns perfectly with the star card. Again, with that, not being afraid to speak your mind, to show yourself, to shine. As well as, letting those masks down and being vulnerable. And, because a lot of times when we ourselves are vulnerable, of course, respectfully, make sure you're around people that you find safe to share your story or share, what is happening with you. Once you share your story, it can inspire others. It can help others. So, don't be afraid to show the world who you really are. The star card is out there for a reason. Okay. So then we're going to uplift your thoughts, and that is Orange Lily, and it says, focus your attention on the many blessings that surround you. By doing so, you'll let go of depression, poor self-esteem, and excess weight. So again, I feel like, that goes perfectly with sort of coming out of the challenging times, feeling a sense of relief, as the star card says as it says on the star card, excuse me. Those challenging times, and even with, our relationships, especially something as important as, a partner, being separated from a partner, or, even divorcing or breaking up. It can cause, it can cause you depression. It can cause you to, blame yourself, and also feel like, make you feel insecure in a way. So with that, this card is in to uplift your thoughts, to know that, everything, you take responsibility for your part in the breakdown of a relationship, marriage, that type of thing. But you also have to understand that, both parties, or, however whichever, however that goes for your relationship. I don't want to, speculate or anything, but I'm just speaking to two individuals, but I understand that there are different dynamics when it comes to relationships. Um, but anyway, what I was trying to say is everyone has a part to play, or plays a part in the relationship, whether it succeeds, whether it, fails. And even sometimes, people change, they can change from when they first got together to, to the breakdown of or breakup of the relationship. So, um, you know, things don't stay the same. People change, people's, values change, people wants change, and people, unfortunately, they fall out of love. So, but at the same time, you can address, what happened, your part in it, but also you can't blame yourself solely for it. You just have to roll with the punches, if that makes sense. Sorry if I was scratching my ear. Hopefully I wasn't too muffled with that, but you have to just sort of learn from it, and just take it as a lesson and move forward, and be better for your next relationship. Okay. And so we end the reading with Open Your Heart, Red Rose, and it says, your potential for greater love rests in opening your heart. Blockages and wounds from your past will be healed, and you will be met with the true person you seek. So yeah, all these cards really align with the top row of fairy tarot cards. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, even though breakups are hard, divorces are hard, even marriages are hard. It takes work to be married. It takes work to be in a relationship, period. No matter whether, it's a romantic relationship or even a platonic friendships, working relationships, it always takes work to maintain it. And, we always want to put our best foot forward within relationships. But on the flip side of that, a lot of times we can, get stagnant. We can, get very comfortable in our relationships, and things can sort of, fall by the wayside. And, when that happens, you have to be, cognizant of checking in with your partner, and, just sort of, seeing where the both of you are at, or, however your dynamic works. And, just checking in with each other, or, multiple partners if that's your jam. And just sort of seeing if all parties involved are in a good headspace, when it comes to themselves, as well as how they feel about, you, and, however it goes. So yeah, and I don't know, maybe I'm picking up because I keep mentioning, I'm seeing 3. So I don't know, maybe someone's in an open, maybe this could be like same sex or open relationship or something like that. Because I'm hearing like 3 or 4. So I don't know, maybe earth signs, maybe some earth signs are in poly relationships, and maybe one of the dynamics or relationships have broken down or broken up, or have whatever the case may be. So yeah, just looking over these cards to see if anything else stands out. Yeah, and I was also gonna say, if there's some of my earth signs dealing with depression right now, or having issues with their self-esteem, possibly consider, it's just a suggestion. Maybe seek out, a counselor, seek out a therapist. There are plenty of ways that are, very affordable, that can help you sort of tackle those certain issues that you may be facing. Or, again, reaching out to, a family member that you trust, friend that you trust, and, just, asking for their support. And it may come, they can, help you sort of find your way through whatever it is you're experiencing. Okay. So hopefully this helped. Again, if you enjoyed the reading, if you think someone else may benefit from listening to this reading, share it with them, like this video. It gets me out on the algorithm so I can hopefully help others who maybe need to hear this message. Comment down in the comment section and let me know how the reading resonated, if you feel comfortable doing so. Again, take a look at the air sign reading, only if you want to. I had a and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified whenever I post, or whenever I post these videos. I'm thinking about doing live readings, but I much prefer to do the recorded readings. So I don't know. I'll figure out how to go about that, how to go about doing that. So yeah. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah. If you want a reading with me, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. Email me and we can figure out how to do that. Again, I'm very affordable, so yeah. We'll go, like I said, we'll go from there. I don't reach out to people directly, so if someone is posing as me, using my voice, my likeness, or whatever, report them, please. What else? Honestly, I think that was it. I thought I was trying to say something else, but I thought about something else and I went on a tangent. But anyway, I don't want this to go too much longer, air signs, but yeah, do all the things, please. And thank you so much for listening. And I will see you again. Bye, earth signs. Have a good day.